Hello students, today we will understand Module 4 of Chapter 16, Heredity and Variation. In the previous module, we have studied about Mendel's principles of heredity, Mendel's experiment of the monohybrid cross, and Mendel's experiment of the dihybrid cross. In this module, we will study about genetic disorders. And that first is disorders due to chromosomal abnormalities. Diseases occurring due to mutation in single gene, that is monogenic disorders. Mitochondrial disorder and disorders due to mutation in multiple genes, that is polygenic disorders. Students, first let us understand what are genetic disorders. Diseases or disorders occurring due to abnormalities in chromosomes and mutations in genes are called genetic disorders. Chromosomal abnormalities include either increase or decrease in numbers and deletion or translocation of any part of the chromosome. I repeat, chromosomal abnormalities include either increase or decrease in numbers and deletion or translocation of any part of the chromosome. Students, examples are physical disorders like cleft lip, albinism, and physiological disorders like sickle cell anemia, hemophilia, etc. Students, human beings have 46 chromosomes in the form of 23 pairs. I repeat, human beings have 46 chromosomes in the form of 23 pairs. There is great variation in the size and shape of these chromosomal pairs. These pairs have been numbered. Students, out of 23 pairs, 22 pairs are autosomes and 1 pair is of sex chromosome, that is allosomes. I repeat, out of 23 pairs, 22 pairs are autosomes and 1 pair is of sex chromosome, that is allosomes. Students, chromosomes in women are represented as 44 plus XX and in men as 44 plus XY. I repeat, chromosomes in women are represented as 44 plus XX and in men as 44 plus XY. Mendel has shown in these experiments that there exist two types of genes, that is dominant and recessive. If we take into account the number of chromosomes in human cells, their sex-related types and the types of genes on the chromosomes, that is dominant and recessive, we can see where genetic disorders originate and how they are inherited. Now next, let us move to disorders due to chromosomal abnormalities. Students, offsprings are not sterile if there is change in the number of autosomes is less. Instead, if there is an increase in number of any autosomal pair, physical or mental abnormalities arise and the lifespan is shortened. So, let us see the first genetic disorder, that is Down syndrome, that is 46 plus 1, that is trisomy of 21st chromosome. Students, Down syndrome is a disorder arising due to chromosomal abnormality. This disorder is characterized by the presence of 47 chromosomes. I repeat, this disorder is characterized by the presence of 47 chromosomes. It is described as trisomy of the 21st chromosome. Infants with this disorder have one extra chromosome with the 21st pair in every cell of their body. As you can see here, one extra chromosome with a 21st pair. Students, therefore they have 47 chromosomes instead of 46. Students, children suffering from Down syndrome are usually mentally retarded and have a short lifespan. Mental retardation is the most prominent characteristic. I repeat, children suffering from Down syndrome are usually mentally retarded and have a short lifespan. Mental retardation is the most prominent characteristic. Other symptoms include short height, short wide neck, flat nose, short fingers, scanty hair, single horizontal crease on palm, and a life expectancy of about 16 to 20 years. Now next we will move on Turner syndrome, monosomy of X chromosome. Students, as with autosomes, abnormalities in sex chromosomes also cause some disorders. Turner syndrome or 44 plus X arises due to either inheritance of only one X chromosome from parents or due to inactivation of the gender related part of X chromosome. I repeat, Turner syndrome or 44 plus X arises due to either inheritance of only one X chromosome from parents or due to inactivation of the gender related part of X chromosome. Instead of the normal 44 plus XX condition, women suffering from Turner syndrome show a 44 plus X condition. I repeat, instead of normal 44 plus XX condition, women suffering from Turner syndrome show a 44 plus X condition. Such women are sterile, that is, unable to have children due to improper growth of the reproductive organs. Next, we will move to Klinefelter syndrome, that is 44 plus XXY. Students, this disorder arises in men due to abnormalities in sex chromosomes. In this disorder, men have one extra X chromosome, hence their chromosomal condition becomes 44 plus double XY. I repeat, in this disorder, men have one extra X chromosome, hence their chromosomal condition becomes 44 plus XXY. Such men are sexually sterile because their reproductive organs are not well developed. Students, National Health Mission. Under the National Health Mission, the National Rural Health Mission has been started since April 2005 and the National Urban Health Mission since 2013. The main objectives of this mission are strengthening of the rural and urban health facilities, controlling various diseases and illness, increasing public awareness about health, and offering financial assistance to patients through various schemes. Now next we will move to diseases occurring due to mutation in single gene, that is monogenic disorders. Students, diseases or disorders occurring due to mutation in any single gene into a defective one are called monogenic disorders. I repeat, disorders or diseases occurring due to mutation in any single gene into a defective one are called monogenic disorders. Approximately 4,000 different disorders of this type are not known. Due to abnormal genes, their products are either produced in insufficient quantity or not at all. It causes abnormal metabolism that may lead to death at a tender age. Examples of such disorders are Hutchinson's disease, Tay-Sachs disease, galactosemia, phenylketonuria, sickle cell anemia, cystic fibrosis, albinism, hemophilia, night blindness, etc. So, few of them we will see now. First is albinism. Students, this is a genetic disorder. Our eyes, skin and hair have color due to brown pigment melanin. In this disease, the body cannot produce melanin. The skin becomes pale, hairs are white, and eyes are usually pink due to absence of melanin pigment in the retina and sclera. Now next we will move to sickle cell anemia. Students, even minor changes in molecular structure of proteins and DNA may lead to diseases or disorders. Normal hemoglobin has glutamic acid as the sixth amino acid in its molecular structure. However, if it is replaced by valine, the shape or structure of the hemoglobin molecule changes. Due to this, the erythrocytes or red blood corpuscles, that is RBC, which are normally biconcave become sickle shape. This condition is called sickle cell anemia. The oxygen carrying capacity of hemoglobin in such individuals is very low. In this condition, clumping and thereby destruction of erythrocytes occurs most often. As a result, blood vessels are obstructed and the circulatory system, brain, lungs, kidneys, etc. are damaged. Sickle cell anemia is hereditary disease. It occurs due to changes in genes during conception. Students, if the father and mother are both affected by sickle cell anemia, or if they are carriers of sickle cell anemia, their offsprings are likely to suffer from this disease. Hence, marriages between the persons who are carriers of or suffering from sickle cell anemia should be avoided. Students, there are two types of persons affected by sickle cell anemia. Sickle cell anemia carrier, that is capital AS. Sufferer from sickle cell anemia, capital SS. Symptoms of sickle cell anemia are swelling of hands and legs, pain in joints, severe general body aches, frequent cold and cough, pale face, low hemoglobin content. Students, here is the sickle cell anemia as occurring is being shown in the chart. The symbols given for normal are capital AA, or carrier are AS and sufferer are capital SS. If both man and woman are capital AA, the normal progeny if both parents are normal. Normal progeny means their young one, the child will be normal. If the man is capital AA or AS, or the woman is capital AS or capital AA, 50% progeny normal and 50% carrier if one parent is normal and one is carrier. So this is a condition of their new young one baby. Next is if man is capital AA or capital SS, or woman is capital SS or capital AA, all progeny will be carrier if one parent is normal and one is a sufferer. If man is AS, that is carrier, or woman is AS, that is carrier, 25% progeny normal, 25% sufferer and 50% carrier if both parents are carriers. If man is AS or capital SS and woman is capital SS or AS, that is sufferer or carrier, 50% progeny carrier and 50% sufferer if one parent is carrier and one is a sufferer. Next, if a man is sufferer, that is capital SS, and woman is sufferer again, that is capital SS, all progeny will be sufferers if both parents are sufferers. Next, diagnosis of sickle cell anemia.
Under the National Health Scheme, the solubility test for diagnosis of sickle cell anemia is available at all district hospitals. Similarly, the confirmatory diagnostic test, that is electrophoresis, is performed at rural and sub-district hospitals. Now let us see the remedies. Students, this disease, that is sickle cell anemia, is spread in only one way, that is reproduction. Hence, husband and wife should get their blood examined either before marriage or after it. A carrier or sufferer should avoid marriage with another carrier or sufferer. A person suffering from sickle cell anemia should take a tablet of folic acid daily. Now next we will move to mitochondrial disorder. Students, mitochondrial DNA may also become defective due to mutation. Students, during fertilization, mitochondria are contributed by the egg cell, that is ovum alone. Hence, mitochondrial disorders are inherited from the mother only. I repeat, during fertilization, mitochondria are contributed by the egg cell, that is ovum alone. Hence, mitochondrial disorders are inherited from the mother only. Leber hereditary optic neuropathy is an example of a mitochondrial disorder. Now next we will move to disorders due to mutations in multiple genes, that is polygenic disorders. Students, sometimes disorders arise due to mutation in more than one gene. In most such disorders, their severity increases due to effects of environmental factors on the fetus. Common examples of such diseases are cleft lip, cleft palate, constricted stomach, then spina bifida, that is a defect of a spinal cord, etc. Besides, diabetes, blood pressure, heart disorders, asthma, obesity are also polygenic disorders. Polygenic disorders do not strictly follow Mendel's principles of heredity. These disorders arise from a complex interaction between environment, lifestyle, and defects in several genes. Students, always remember this, the interrelationship between tobacco addiction and cancer, that is uncontrolled growth of cells. Students, many people consume tobacco either by smoking or by chewing. Consumption of tobacco in any form can cause cancer. Smoking of cigarettes and bidi adversely affects the process of digestion. It causes a burning sensation in the throat and cough. Excessive smoking causes instability and trembling of fingers. A dry cough causes sleeplessness. Tobacco consumption can also lead to shortening of lifespan, chronic bronchitis, pericarditis, cancer of lungs, mouth, larynx, pharynx, pancreas, urinary bladder, etc. Students, harmful effects of smoking are due to the nicotine present in tobacco. It affects the central and peripheral nervous system. Tobacco smoke is full of minute carbon particles which causes normal tissue of the lung to transform into thickened black tissue. This causes cancer. Students, so to protect one's body from cancer, one must avoid smoking and consumption of tobacco and tobacco products in any form. Let us see points to remember. Consumption of tobacco in any form can cause cancer. Sickle cell anemia is a hereditary disease. Down syndrome is a disorder arising due to chromosomal disorder. Disorders or diseases occurring due to mutation in any single gene into a defective one are called monogenic disorders. There is a short homework for you. Explain Down syndrome, explain polygenic disorders, write the interrelationship between tobacco, addiction and cancer, write a note on monogenic disorders. Thank you.